Okay, so maybe I'm stretching it if I say Dion Wills is the happiest man in the world. He is the happiest man in food service.
People make the world go round.
I'm in downtown Washington, D.C. I see a guy who is too effervescent, too happy to really be what I would call a DC guy, because the stereotype being city guy, hardcore, not friendly. This guy was totally different. It's Dion Wills, and I had to put the question to him, are you really a DC guy?
Yes, I am. Born and raised.
And so, but you're not the stereotypical mean, gruff, unhappy guy. What explains all of that?
I've done everything in life that I want to do. I've hustled, I've drugged, I've been way down. And been homeless just recently homeless. 2 years ago I was homeless, living in the streets with my family, with my wife and my kids. And God has done so much for me in the last 2 years that I can't help but smile. I can't help it.
When you say homeless, how real and how literal is that?
We were staying in DC General Shelter where there's rats, mold, mildew, roaches running all across you all hours of the day, daytime, nighttime. Me, my family, my wife, and we just had to do what we had to do. So they introduced us to this program called rapid rehousing and put us in rapid rehousing. And what rapid rehousing is, the first 4 months they'll pay 60% of your rent. The program lasts up to a year, but in our circumstances, they carried us for almost 2 years. March 16th would have been 2 years, but we got our house on the 1st of March. But we went through it. I mean, because I was a crackhead forever. And March 23rd, I'll be 29 years from smoking crack.
Let's start there. So, is the reason you ended up homeless because of the addiction to crack?
No. I was 20-something years clean from crack. The reason why I ended up homeless because I lost my job. My wife lost her job. And the only income we had was I got spousal support for 2 of my kids. But my first wife died, and it wasn't enough to cover the bills.
So, but 28 years clean, you were working. Were you having hard times that would have made you want to go back to drugs?
I was having hard times, made me want to go back, but I didn't.
Now, I'm told that once an addict, always an addict. I tend not to believe that, but is that a true statement?
That's a true statement.
So right now,
I'm still a crackhead. I just choose not to use.
You make that choice.
Yes.
And if you do use,
I can lose everything.
That keeps you from using.
Yeah.
I can't get my mind around that. You're telling me that right now you could go for some, but you're making a choice not to do so.
If I could get high right now and not lose everything that I got, I would. Getting high made me forget. Getting high made me numb to where I couldn't feel. Mm-hmm. But by me having God in my life, I have to feel what I feel. I have to hurt. I have to cry sometimes. I have to laugh sometimes. But to keep going, to keep believing in somebody that believes in you, because he didn't have to do that for me. And I feel like that what he did for me, if he do it for me, he'll do it for anybody.
For those who haven't struggled, or for those who don't struggle with substance abuse, can you give an example of a similar addiction that they might have?
Alcohol addiction, sex addiction, gambling addiction. All of us got you. Everybody is addicted to something. Everybody. Cigarettes, candy, food, gambling. Everybody's addicted to something. Everybody has a vice, a crutch. Everybody. It's just all the how you play it out. I mean, because some like food addiction, you'll get fat. Won't necessarily kill you, but you'll gain a lot of weight, and it could kill you. Sex addiction, that could kill you also, because you could get any kind of disease out here now, because so much stuff going on out here in this world that you don't know what you're doing. Gambling addiction, you lose your house, lose your home, your family, everything. But God gives us choice. God gives us a choice to either say yes or say no. That you can keep straight on the straight and narrow, or you can veer off to the path that's going to be bumpy and rocky, and that's your choice. But if you believe in the same God that I believe in, there's nothing He can't do. I'm living proof.
We're speaking right now. I'm talking to Dion Wills. We're speaking right now, Mr. Wills, in the place where you work. This is a hotel in downtown Washington, D.C. You don't run the hotel.
No.
You're not the general manager,
No.
but you love your job,
Yes.
and your job is to greet folks as they come down for their free breakfast.
Yes.
And you take great joy in that, as if you were the general manager,
Yeah.
as if this were the hotel that you own.
Yeah.
Explain how you can embrace a job that many would say, man, listen, this job ain't paying me enough to be this happy.
I'm not happy because of the job. I'm happy because of the things that God has done for me. And that makes me happy. And He tells me I have to pay it forward. In order for me, if I smile at you, you're going to smile back. If you don't smile back, I haven't lost anything, because I tried. I put forth the effort to make you smile, to make you happy, to change it. A smile can change someone's whole life, their whole life, because there's a lot of people out here walking around right now that just need a hug, just need to know that somebody does care. And I care about each and every one of these people that I come across. I don't even know them. Strangers, but God said never look down at anyone unless you're bending down to pick them up. And my reaching down to pick you up is my smile. That's all I have to give you.
So the struggle that you've come through, being homeless, now you own your own home. You got a job that you like, dare I say that you love. You certainly embrace. Life is good right now for Dion Wills.
Wonderful. And I cry sometimes, but not because I'm sad. I cry sometimes because I don't understand. I cry sometimes because I'm happy. I cry sometimes because I'm feeling something that I kind of never felt before, because then I don't understand it. So if I don't understand it, then I ask God to give me the strength. And sometimes it makes me cry. Sometimes I cry because I'm hurt. I'm still going to go through ups and downs, changes and turnarounds. But if I just keep my eye focused on not going back, keep my eye focused on my family, my God, my mother, I can't lose. I can't lose. There's no way in the world I can lose. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be.
Dion Wills, I appreciate you.
Anytime, my brother.